Hey guys, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to week 2 of my weight loss journey. Hey guys, I actually ended up walking today at the gym for a little bit because my children wanted to practice their basketball skills and I also wanted to get some walking and reading done. So we actually started out walking on the top floor. There's a track, and then they came down and I just came down with them to walk around the 2 gym laps. I did not end up getting my full 10,000 while we were here, and plus this was the afternoon, but I walked for 30 minutes and I read. Okay, it is 11:07. I currently have 6,736 steps or 6,376 steps. I don't know, but I'm about to play a Grow with Joe video. It says walk the weight off. So let's see if I can get my steps for the day. I don't know. I'm gonna try though. For breakfast, I'm having some oatmeal with some blueberries, granola, peanut butter, and bananas. And if I'm still hungry, I'm gonna have a boiled egg. For lunch, I'm having a fish wrap from like a plant-based meat. And so there's fish, there's salad, and salsa, and plant-based sour cream, vegan sour cream in there. And yeah, so that's what it's looking like. Oh, I did put a little bit of leftover yellow rice in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's what I'm having for lunch. So it is 10:30 and I currently have 8,749 steps. I showed a clip of us walking this morning. I went back to the gym to walk and read while the kids played, and then yeah, so I think by the time I left the gym I had 5,000, and then I've just been going through the day. That was by noon, and then just kind of going throughout the day. So now it is 30 and I have a little bit more to go, but I just had this thought that I believe to be Holy Spirit inspired, because as I'm walking through this journey of getting this weight off, it's definitely not something that I'm just like, this is a me thing. This is totally God. And just as I'm in my consistency journey, it's like, the thought was, if you made a promise to your children, would you keep it? And the answer is yes. I would go over hell and high water to keep my promise to them, because my word is bond, right? And that's what I want them to know. My mommy's always going to look out for them. But why is it that when if you make a promise to yourself, it's I'll just do it tomorrow or whatever. So no, I made this promise to myself. That picture that I took, I'll insert it here. It was like close to January 1st, 2025. That was the last day that I was going to speak negatively about myself. That was the last day that I was going to put myself last. That was the last day. And listen, I love my family with all my heart, but at the end of the day, if I'm not here, I can't love them. If I'm not here, I can't teach them. And like being on this journey to being a pastor and all of that, I can't work for the Lord if I'm dead, if I'm not well. And so with my body being a temple, I have to take care of it, right? Like, I'm not here to destruct my temple, and this body is given to me. I'm borrowing it. I heard someone say a couple months back, if you borrowed a shirt from your friend, would you give it back to them dirty? right? No, I wouldn't. I would wash it. If I made a stain, I would get it dry cleaned, or, you know, whatever. I would make sure that it's in the best condition possible, because, you know, and so this body is alone to me, and I want to be able to take care of it. So all that to say that, yeah, my word for the year is consistency. I went back and forth about it. Would it be discipline? But I think consistency is my word, because that's showing up consistently, right? Like not giving in. And I guess that does lead to discipline, but consistently showing up for myself, consistently doing the things that I need to do to reach a goal. And I have a couple of goals, but this main goal is to shed some of these pounds off, because I want to be well. So I'm about to put on, I think I'm going to do the Grow with Joe video. It was like a lower belly melt video. I only did like 15 minutes of it last week, because I just needed to get to my steps. So I think that's what I'm going to do this week as well. Just kind of do it until I get to my 10,000. So check in with y'all later. Okay, so I'm at the YMCA. I doubt that I'm gonna get my 1,000 steps while I'm here. It's 11:06 and I only have 505. And then yesterday I didn't get my steps because I had class from 6 to 8. And I fell asleep after class. So I think on Thursdays I'm gonna need to get up earlier to kind of what's it called, like preload, preset, or whatever, like get my steps in the morning, because that night class is pretty lengthy and I was just tired. So I think I barely got 3,000. If I did, I'll put it here, but maybe I can't remember, but it was like barely 3,000. So and that's typically what I get. And so coming from a sedentary lifestyle to now, I did feel it. Like I knew, like, okay, I need to get my walks in, because I do get more energy just by simply just walking. So I'm gonna walk for about an hour and see where I am, and then tonight I'll get more of my steps. This is just to kind of get me closer to 10,000, but I'm not gonna get it while I'm here. All right, I'll check in with you guys later. After I walked on the treadmill at the YMCA, I actually came home to fix the kids some lunch, and my husband came home. So when I got the twins down for a nap, I actually went back to another YMCA. We live close to like a couple YMCAs. So we went to the one that has the upstairs track, and me and the kids walked around the track. They weren't able to the basketball today because all the courts were taken up. So we just walked around. I did 22 laps around, and that actually got me to my goal. For dinner, I had a salad with mushroom risotto, broccoli, and a piece of salmon. Alright guys, it is currently 12:20. I probably have less than 500 steps. I didn't put my watch on my ankle. Oh, I bought a ankle band for my watch, so it's no longer on my wrist. I put it on my ankle now, and so that's been super helpful. But I didn't put it on this morning, so I was up for about an hour before I actually put it on. It's not like I moved around much anyway, so we're not even gonna worry about how many steps I could have had. And so I'm at the YMCA right now, but I was going to start the cleanse from Dr. Bobbie Price. And guys, I prepared it last night, strained it this morning, and I possibly may have done something wrong because I used the actual tablespoon, and he wants you to use the tablespoon like that you would eat with. So possibly I measured it wrong, but I took a sip of it and I violently threw up. And I was like, oh my God, and I did the tummy cleanse. I think that's the first one I did. And so I was like, it was one sip out of a straw, and it got to the back of my tongue. The bitterness just kind of like vibrated throughout my body. It was like so terrible. So I was like violently throwing up. And so I was like, I'm just going to dump this out and try again tomorrow. Maybe I measured it wrong, but I didn't realize that he said if you're having issues with it, to cut up an orange and to chase it with an orange. So when I leave here, I'm going to get a big old bag of oranges, because I'm like, obviously my body is rejecting this, and there must be a reason why. So I am determined to start. I don't know if I'm going to start tomorrow because there's church, and I'm doing children's church tomorrow. So it's not even like I could be at church and then come directly home. So I might, or because I typically fast, I don't eat before going to church. And so I'm fasting anyway. Maybe I'll do it. I'll start the tea once I get home. But then also, okay, so after I finished throwing up, I guess maybe 30 minutes after I was finished throwing up, I tried the Candida one. And also, that was the one I really, really wanted to try because the Lord told me I had yeast in my belly. And when I looked it up, I didn't realize that yeast in the belly was Candida. So the Candida cleanse is the one I was really, really looking forward to. But on his video of how to do it, he said most people prefer the tummy one and then the Candida one. All right, so I did the Candida one, but I was like, I'm not going to be throwing up again. So I just did a drop out of a straw on my tongue, and it kind of like, again, vibrated throughout my body. I didn't throw up, but it was just so bad. And I'm thinking, wow, my body is just not in a good, which is not. We know that my health is not well. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get these oranges. I'm gonna see if measuring it the correct way, like he told me to, works. I didn't realize that it was like a spoon that you eat from, not the actual tablespoon measuring spoon. So I did mess up on that. So hopefully I'll have enough to finish the 14 days if I start tomorrow or Monday or whatever. But child, oh my God. And I also prayed over it because I know that he delves a little bit into shadow work, and that is actually demonic. And so I just prayed over it. I asked the Lord to, sanctify it. The night before, and I said, if there's anything wrong, let me know. And then I prayed over it again. So I'm gonna pray over it again tomorrow. But like the fact that my body, and I've watched the testimonials, right? Like no one is saying, the thing that everyone's saying is that it's disgusting, which it is disgusting, but I never heard anyone say that they threw up. So I don't know, but this tea has got to go down. It's got to go down. And so if I got to do a drop, and I mean the Candida one, it was a drop off of the straw. And it just kind of like, I didn't throw up like I did with sorry, this might be TMI, with the belly cleanse. But I'm going to go get some oranges, and I'm going to chase it with the oranges, and we're going to be all right. We're going to do this. We're going to get this because I want to. Here's another thing. I just had this thought, like I was talking to my husband, and I was like, telling him everything that was wrong with me medically. And I was like, I'm homeschooling the kids. I'm going to seminary. There's all these like proclamations and promises from the Lord. But if I'm not well, none of it matters because I won't even get to see the fruit of it. So I'm homeschooling my kids and I won't be able to witness that. I'm going to seminary and I won't even be able to be actually to use it because I'm going to be in the grave. Not so. Not so. And not on my watch. And so it is just being more apparent to me that my health is my wealth. And you know, I'm just glad that I have the mindset of consistency right now. Am I, like anxious to get back into lifting weights and stuff? Absolutely. Because listen, I was looking good. Okay. But I'm just not there yet. And often, like, as I'm walking, I'm glad that I notice that I can start reading as I'm walking now, because it's a distraction, because I'll like look at the weights like, oh, that used to be me. And so I don't know why I'm telling you guys that, but yes, I'm going to try to get this cleanse straight. Right now, I'm going to go walk. I don't think I'm going to get 10,000, but I'm set to walk for an hour, because it really just depends on, I'm not in thousands to even start with. So I'm going to walk for an hour, see where that gets me. And, yeah, I might have to do a Grow with Joe video to kind of get me over the edge by tonight. So, yeah. Oh, and it's Saturday. Happy Saturday. That's another thing that I had to say. The Lord also told me that the Esseltons have figured out a way to heal my body. So I did order, so I don't know if you know the Esseltons, but they have a reverse and prevent heart disease cookbook. And then they're a plant-based family. And so their son Rip is like Engine 22. The mom and the daughter have a cooking channel, and they have a couple of cookbooks, but I started with the reverse heart disease cookbook first, and that's by the dad. And so that will be here on Wednesday. And so listen, doing the cleanse, and then Dr. Bobbie, he also suggests to eat a raw diet, while you're on his cleanse anyway. So this is just helpful. And I have salad, so I'm just going to have smoothies and salads until I get the cookbook, which I don't necessarily have to have the cookbook because you can Google and Pinterest anything, but I kind of wanted to have a set plan. And so, yeah, we got Dr. Bobbie Brown. We got Dr. Bobbie Price. We got the Esseltons. We're getting this candida out of my system. And, yeah, we'll see how all of this goes. Okay guys, so it's Sunday. I'm going to be wrapping up this video, but I just kind of wanted to go through how much I've lost this week, which I've lost, I'm down to 265.3. And so I forgot what it said. Hold on one second. I'm down 1.5 pounds, and then since I've started this journey, I am down 2.2 pounds. So that's good. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, and a little bit more than 2 pounds. So hey, a win is a win. I wanted to make sure that I got my 10,000 while I was at the gym today, because after I cook dinner, I'm going to do my daughter's hair, and that's a pretty sedentary thing. And so I did reach my goal while I was there. I did children's church today, so as you know, they keep you pretty active. So and then we also did a couple of just activities where we actually were moving, like running around. So that was helpful. So I walked on the treadmill for an hour and 15 minutes. I started out with a little less than 2,000 steps. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm proud of myself. I am still drinking the tea today. Apparently yesterday I made it wrong because I made it last night with just the tablespoon, like the actual spoon you eat with. And I did not throw up. The Candida one tastes better than the tummy one. And I knew that from yesterday, even though I didn't drink them. And so I started out with the Candida one. I finished that right after church on the way home. And then I do have some orange slices. I got used to it to where I didn't need it, but then it was time for me to switch to the tummy one. Y'all, that one is disgusting, but I'm working through it. It's currently 4:06. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be drinking it that late. So I had the Candida one this morning, got home. I was famished. I'm hungry. I know he suggested you drink them both before you eat, but I had like 2 spoonfuls of plain vegan yogurt with some frozen fruit that was left out because everyone else I did like a little what's it called? An oatmeal bar. So we had a couple of frozen fruits left out, which were the apples weren't frozen, they were fresh, but it was apples and frozen blueberries and cherries, but they weren't frozen anymore because they were sitting out. So and then so tonight I have some rice. I think I'm gonna go get brown rice. I think he suggests like a quinoa stir fry. I'm gonna do brown rice with just some zucchini cut up. I'm gonna leave it raw, but I'm gonna cut it up small. Some red onion and some different color peppers, but I'm also gonna cut those up pretty small. And I think that will be what I'm gonna have for dinner. And I do still have some salad, so if I'm still hungry, I'll do that. But I want to finish this tea. I haven't had any symptoms or anything. I haven't gone to the bathroom yet, so I guess in the next video I'll tell y'all how things work out. But I'm not done. And I guess also we'll see, because I've seen a video and one of the women said she had parasites. So now I'm like, I have a weak stomach. So I'm nervous to use the bathroom now, but like if it's in me, I want it out, and I'm going to be totally disgusted, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm going to close out this video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let me know in the comments how y'all are doing on your weight loss journey, if you are on one, or even just your New Year's goals or your life goals. How are you doing? And if you don't feel comfortable putting them in the comments, then you are more than welcome to find me on Instagram or Facebook and send me a message there. But I'd love to just build a community support of moms, homeschool moms. You don't have to be a homeschool mom, but I find that a lot of us tend to put the needs of others first, when all actuality we need to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others. And I know that is like, oh my God, a mom taking care of themselves. But at the end of the day, someone else is going to have to do it if we're not here. So that's just my revelation. So, all right, I'm off my soapbox. I got to go get brown rice and I would like some kiwi, but I need to go get brown rice, bananas, and zucchini. Brown rice, bananas, zucchini for my stir fry. Bananas are not for the stir fry, but yeah. All right, bye, and God loves you. Don't forget to drink your water and repent.